Hi Gemini and Gemini Risings. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Venus Green, and a definite heartfelt thank you to all of you returning for the June horoscopes. May came with its fair share of challenges, both personally and professionally for me. But here we are, we're moving forward with grace and purpose, and I appreciate all of you showing up and being a part of this astrological journey. It means a lot to me. Hiccups are going to happen. All right. Back to this month. I'm going to be splitting your horoscope into two parts so that we can dive a little deeper into the changing energy and hopefully help you align your plans and your intentions. Now, this video is going to cover the first half of June, and it will include that full moon in Sagittarius that happens on June 11th. So let's see what's happening for you for the first half. Mercury is your chart ruler, and he's especially active this month. It begins in June in your first house and still in Gemini. So he's highlighting your voice, visibility, and your presence. You likely feel like you're in the spotlight. You probably are making an impression in some way, and you're probably communicating more directly and more frequently than normal. On June 8th, Mercury is going to move into Cancer in your second house. So this is income, values, and self-worth. This shift is going to bring attention to your finances and how secure you feel in your material life. You might have money on the mind for some reason or another. Some of you might be reevaluating how your work and your skills are aligned with your core values, maybe. I say trust your instincts when it comes to financial planning or any new ideas around generating income. Mercury in Cancer is deeply intuitive and it's emotionally intelligent. So you will have that on your side that you can lean into this month. Now, Venus will start the month off in Aries and then she moves into Taurus. So this is lighting up your 11th house of friendships, collaborations, hopes, and futures at the beginning of the month for the first week here. There may have been some social activity, maybe some reconnections that were blooming as May was starting to wrap up and end, but there was also some tension around either unmet expectations or maybe group dynamics. Something around that was experiencing a little bit of a pinch. Now on the 6th, Venus is going to move into Taurus in your 12th house. And here she's going to be inviting you to spend a little bit of time in private pleasures. This is a really lovely time if you are a solo artist, maybe. If you are looking to do some sort of spiritual reflection, or maybe if you just want to spend some good quality time out in nature to reconnect. You might be craving more alone time during this month, and that's totally natural. That's what Venus is asking, and that's what she wants you to do, right? Some of you might be finding romantic feelings are becoming a little more like introspective or hidden. It's just like relaxation and sort of pampering is more of what you're feeling. Don't be afraid to retreat just a little bit, because again, you're being welcome to do that, and this is a recharge phase. It's supporting healing, and that needs to happen this month. Now, Mars is energizing your third house all month, stirring up that mental space, the mental pace. He's disrupting daily routines, right? Communication habits. So you're probably talking a lot more. You're probably doing a lot more travel around your local neighborhood or community. And you might be juggling multiple responsibilities in some way, right? Like you're a little bit overloaded in this house. Now, on the 15th, Mars is going to square up to Uranus. So this is your 12th house again, and it's a disruptive energy. And that may cause some sort of unexpected dreams to come through, some sort of unexpected thoughts popping into your head, right? Subconscious fears might be rising up to the surface. Be careful. You could blurt something out that you didn't really mean to say, or that you didn't want to vocalize in the moment in some way. You might be feeling overwhelmed by internal pressures that are brewing, things that have been sort of bubbling up as you've been managing things for the first half of the month here. If for some reason there is a secret that comes to light, or maybe you need to just like take a full break from social chatter, definitely honor that. Again, a mindful practice of like journaling, or maybe using your body to, in some form of movement, could really help you to integrate this energetic friction that's happening around mid-month, right? Work that out. Jupiter is going to move into Cancer on the 9th of the month, and this is, again, your second house. So he's initiating this year-long expansion in your finances, values, and in the realm of your confidence. This is one of the most supportive placements for growing your material stabilities. This is a Jupiter transits a sign for about a year. So he's going to be here making this, expanding things for the next 12 months. Now, if you are pursuing some sort of project that you feel aligned with, or that you feel like incorporates your emotional intelligence as well as your natural gifts, that's sort of what you're looking for. That's what the soul is seeking out. Now, the North Node in Pisces is in your 10th house. It's asking you to reach for your career dreams. And as Jupiter makes this square to Saturn and Neptune this month, there may be a moment where you have to balance a big opportunity with the weight of responsibility, or maybe some level of confusion, Neptune alert, around all of that. Now, don't rush. Let the clarity catch up with the excitement that you are experiencing, right? And that's just a general Neptunian. Yeah, do that. Give some space. The full moon in Sagittarius happens on June 11th, and that will be landing in your 7th house. So it's relationships, partnerships, and how you show up in the one-on-one dynamic of those relationships. This moon is part of a Grand Mutable Cross. That's the sun in Gemini, the moon in Sagittarius, and the nodes Pisces and Virgo. So we have this cosmic crossroads that's calling for integration, honesty, and growth. Maybe a mixture of all three of those, right? Get your alchemy. You might have come to a realization around this time about a current partnership. It doesn't matter whether it's romantic or business or, platonic. You're probably thinking along the lines of, are our beliefs aligned? Or possibly, is there at least mutual respect and room for both of you to grow within this partnership? This full moon could bring some clarity through possibly a deep conversation, or maybe a moment of emotional truth in some way that opens that up for you. Now, with the South Node in Virgo in your 4th house, you may need to let go of some kind of old emotional conditioning, or possibly people-pleasing habits that you picked up or that stem from your childhood. The North Node in Pisces is asking you and inviting you to prioritize vision and compassion over control. Now, if we want to take a look at what your soul's checking in with this month, and then the best ways to use that energy, some ways this could come up. For some of you, this will be a conversation with a partner that's going to reveal a new truth, a new level of truth, or some sort of hidden tension or friction. Some of you are going to have a business deal that either finalizes at this time, or maybe falls through, and that would be based on some sort of misalignment of values. And then finally, some of you are going to be looking at releasing a relationship pattern that has kept you from feeling like you're being fully seen. So if these are the things that are bubbling up for you in your life, positive ways you can use this energy or to combat this energy would be to give some thought to what belief about partnerships do you have that needs to evolve. Give that some thoughts and journal meditation time. And how can you create more space for authentic, more open and flexible connections in your life? And the last thing I'd say here is, are you truly open to receiving the love and support that you give to others? I know that you give that to others, Gemini, but do you accept it when it's offered to you? All right, in the second half of June, we are going to explore the new moon in Cancer and Mars entering Virgo, and a little bit more about Jupiter's influence on your financial landscape as well. So this first half of June is inviting you to speak the truth, to honor your value, and to release outdated relational patterns. So take a look at that. If you feel so compelled, please let us know in the comments what relationship truth is rising up to the surface for you this month and how that is manifesting or how you're working through that. Of course, Gemini, you are definitely allowed to be seen, heard, and respected in all of your partnerships. Trust that honesty is the seed of deeper connection. Best of luck to you.